Cancer. Someone's behavior no longer matches their promises, and this week you stop making excuses for it. You feel emotionally exposed almost immediately. Venus and Jupiter in Cancer amplify sensitivity, intuition, and emotional awareness, but Venus square Saturn midweek forces reality into the room. What once felt comforting may suddenly feel uncertain, delayed, or emotionally uneven. And the painful part is that you already sense this coming. You have been trying to protect peace, protect connection, protect emotional stability. But Mars square Pluto this week exposes hidden resentment, buried tension, and emotional imbalance that can no longer stay buried. Especially around Tuesday and Wednesday, be careful of emotional suppression turning into sudden confrontation. Someone may push too far, or you may realize you are exhausted from carrying emotional responsibility for people who rarely carry it for you. That realization makes you quieter this week, but sharper. And Cancer, silence becomes powerful now because you stop explaining yourself to people determined to misunderstand you anyway. Midweek may briefly feel lonely. Someone could seem emotionally distant, unavailable, or focused on obligations over connection. But instead of chasing reassurance, you begin observing patterns more carefully. That becomes your strength. Because this week teaches you that emotional maturity sometimes means accepting what people consistently show you instead of endlessly hoping they will become different later. Financially and emotionally, there is also a strong need for protection and stability. You may feel more aware of survival concerns, long-term security, or emotional burnout than usual. Do not ignore what your nervous system is telling you. Your body already knows what your mind is still debating. By the weekend, emotional intensity softens slightly. The Sagittarius moon helps restore movement and perspective. You begin reconnecting with the future instead of staying trapped inside emotional disappointment. You are not losing people this week. You are losing illusions about who was truly capable of meeting you emotionally. That clarity hurts, but it also frees you.
Cancer. Your tarot card is the Five of Wands. There is emotional friction around you this week, and part of the challenge is resisting the urge to absorb everyone else's tension as your responsibility. Conflicting opinions, emotional misunderstandings, or unresolved competition may create pressure around relationships or communication. But this card also reminds you that not every conflict deserves full emotional investment. Some battles exist only to distract you from your actual growth. Protect your peace carefully this week.
Cancer. You get hexagram 29. Water over water. The abysmal. This hexagram speaks about emotional depth, uncertainty, and moving carefully through difficult emotional terrain. You may feel surrounded by emotional intensity this week, but the I Ching reminds you not to panic simply because clarity has not fully arrived yet. The lesson is endurance without losing yourself emotionally. Move slowly. Stay emotionally grounded. Even deep waters become survivable when you stop fighting every current at once.
Cancer, your rune is Laguz. Laguz is the rune of intuition, emotional flow, and deep inner knowing. Your emotional sensitivity increases strongly this week, but this rune asks you not to confuse emotional awareness with emotional weakness. Your intuition is trying to guide you away from emotional imbalance before exhaustion deepens further. Trust what your spirit keeps repeating quietly beneath the noise around you.
This week exposed pressure points you could not keep ignoring. But exposure is not destruction, it is revelation. Some of you saw the truth in another person. Some of you saw it in yourselves. Either way, the illusion cracked for a reason. Leave a comment and tell me what part of this week's reading hit the hardest for you emotionally. I read more of them than you think. And do not forget to watch your rising sign too. Sometimes your rising sign explains the lesson your heart is still trying to fully understand. Subscribe if you are ready for the next message when it arrives.